make sure you don't miss this, your free winter planner. All you have to do is get on the email list and you'll get this straight to your inbox. Thank you for being here. This is a free gift for you. The planner is hyperlinked and it comes with monthly, weekly, and daily planning pages and some notes. Enjoy! I'll leave a link in the description below. Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to start digitally planning for 2026. So you are going to need 4 things to get started with digital planning in 2026. One, you're going to need an iPad or a tablet. You are going to need an Apple Pencil or stylus. You're going to need a note-taking app. And lastly, you're going to need a PDF planner. I use Goodnotes for planning. So this is a Goodnotes app. But before I get into this video, some of you have asked me how to import a planner into Goodnotes. So let me show you just really quickly how to do that. Okay, when you purchase a planner, whether it be on Etsy or any website online, you'll most likely get a link to a Google document. And this is the Google document. This is one of the planners that I have in my Etsy shop. This is a meal planner. This is just to show you an example. So once you click on that link that you get via email once you purchase a planner, it takes you here and you can download it. So when you download this PDF, if you have the iPad, see down here, you can save it to your documents. Once you save it to your files, and let me click on it here so you can see it, you can send it to your files or drive. So I already saved the planner to my files, so let me take you there to show you. Okay, so I'm in my files, and this is one of the planners that I already downloaded. So when you click on it, it takes you back to the PDF, and you have an option from here to click on that little option and send it to Goodnotes. That's one way of doing it. The other way is come back to Goodnotes and go to New, and you will import. So those are the 2 ways to bring the planner. So now let's go back to the tutorial. It's a landscape planner. So let me turn it over. Let me move my coffee. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is how to adjust your pen settings. So this here is the pen option right there. And you have a fountain pen, a ball pen, and a brush pen. If you click on these, it'll take you to the settings for each corresponding pen. So these are the settings for fountain, for ball pen, and brush pen. And depending on what you like most, you select. You can play around. I like the ball pen, so I'll keep it there at ball pen. The next thing that I want to show you in Goodnotes is how to autocorrect your handwritten notes. So let me just say that, let me delete this here. Let's just say I write the word tests. That didn't look so well. Let me do it again. And I write it with an extra S. It gives me that little red squiggly line. You can see it. You can see it there. What you can do is you can tap on it, and it'll tell you suggestions. So in this case, I want tests, not tests. And it corrects it for you. Okay, another tip for you is scribble to erase. So with Goodnotes, you can scribble to erase. So I scribble this, and it just deletes it. Simple as that. Next tip is to use 2 fingers to undo something. So let's go back to, let's say I wanted to bring that back, what I just deleted. 2 fingers, double tap, and it brings it back. But that brings back the squiggly. But we don't want the squiggly, so let me show you another more practical example. Just say we do tests, and I decide that it's only tests, not tests, but then I said, oh, wait a minute, it is tests. Double tap, and it brings the S back. That one's a fun one. The next one is the eraser tool, and you can use precision eraser to things that are a little bit more to erase things that need a little bit of more precision. So for that, you go to the eraser option here. Right now it's currently in standard. You can select precision eraser, so it doesn't delete most of your things. So let me show you an example of that. Let's just say I had it here at the eraser at standard, and I wanted to delete, I don't know, that little section here, that little section. So when I go on it, it deletes, you see how I deleted all that? So that's for, so let me tap, double tap, so that comes back. So if I use precision eraser, I can come in here and make this a little bit larger for you to see, and I can just delete this. And that's what that precision eraser is for. Okay, the next tip I want to share with you is the draw and hold feature. So let's just say I want to build a little box because I want to box my day, my morning routine. Oops, let me get the pen. Let's say I want to box 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. because I have a 2-hour morning routine, which I don't. But you see how it snapped it into a box? So draw and hold. Let's just do a circle. Let's say I want to do a nice circle here, and I hold it and it makes it into a nice circle. And you can change the colors. So let's say I wanted that box black, and if I'm going out to a business lunch and I want to block this area, and I hold it and it makes it into a nice square. And then another tip that I want to share with you is the lasso tool. So the lasso tool is this icon here. This one, let's say my client lunch got moved from 12 to 3 for whatever reason. I get the lasso tool and I can just drag this here and move it to 3 p.m. instead. Pretty cool, right? Okay, another cool thing that Goodnotes offers is that you can create your own elements, and this can be applied to anything. So for example, this here, my self-care, is pretty much the same. I have a habit of reading 10 pages a day, sitting in the sun for 10 minutes and taking my vitamins. So if I don't want to write this every day, what I can do is get the lasso tool, put the little circle here, and select the 3 dots here and go to create element. And it's just added to the doodles collection for now. So now that's been added to my doodles collection. Now let's go to the next day, self-care. We go to the elements here, and here's what I typed up, and I can just drag it here. And then you can do it for anything, like if you have a little habit tracker, you can always add it here, add it to your elements, or if you have a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, if you just have a blank one to do checks, you can also do it. You can add things to elements. Okay, I went over the basics, what you need to get started. I didn't go very deep and showed you all of these ones because these are a little nice to have. But if you want a deeper dive and you want a part 2 on this, when I can dive deeper, please let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to create a Goodnotes deep dive. But this tutorial was digital planning for beginners in Goodnotes, so I didn't want to scare anyone away from digital planning. But as you can see, it can be as very easy as using just a pen and eraser to write your notes, and I showed you little quicks and trips here to make the process a lot easier and faster. But again, if you do want a deep dive, let me know in the comments below so I can make another video. Welcome to digital planning. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.